Welcome to Math Matters Academy. This is the very first video in the series that I want to present, and here's the reason why. This is just kind of the introduction. This is why I'm doing what I am doing. First off, I'll give you a little background. I am a math instructor at our local community college, and I specialize in teaching developmental mathematics to college students. What does developmental mathematics mean? Developmental mathematics means that you're not quite ready to do college level algebra yet. And just to give you an idea, you're not necessarily the only one that's in this group, because at our community college we have more classes in developmental than what we do in the rest of the college level math classes. So this is a big issue today. In teaching my students over the many years that I have taught, which is getting close to 20 now, I made videos to try to help them to understand better the math concepts that are covered in developmental math. And from those videos, my students have commented on, well, not only the videos, but even the way that I teach, have commented on that I have a way to present things that helps people who have difficulty with math understand how to do it. Now, I believe that everyone can do math. I also believe that some of us can do it a lot faster and maybe a lot better than others, but I truly believe everybody can do math. And I kind of go with that idea. And I think the biggest problem with math in the high schools today is that they don't always teach for understanding. They're teaching the concepts and they're moving on. And for a lot of students who have difficulty with math, you come to math class in high school or maybe even down as far as middle school, you don't quite understand what is going on, so you basically just do the bare minimum that you have to do to get through the class and move on. And in high schools, at least in where we live, they seem to just kind of push students along. Nobody gets left behind. They just keep getting shoved along. Well, then you get to college, and guess what? In college, you have to know it or you will be failed and you will not be moved on. So a lot of people get a wake-up call when they get to college. So there's a lot of people who are in developmental math at the college level. And those are the people that I specialize in trying to help to understand math. Now, as I said, my students have told me over and over again how much they love my videos. I have been making videos for years that are only in the college, and I can't just put them onto YouTube, I found out. I have a little issue with the character that I developed at the time that I started making videos. So, in order to do YouTube, I literally am starting over again. And I am using my own character. I am Mike the Math Master. And as you can see, we are on the bridge of a boat. The reason I chose a boat is I do live in the Great Lakes area, and the Great Lakes are a big part of what is around me. So I just chose, hey, if I'm going to have my own character, you have masters on boats. I am Mike the Math Master. Here's my boat. It's a Pythagoras. MMA Pythagoras for Math Matters Academy is actually what I do. So I have my own character, so nobody can stop me now from making videos on YouTube. At least I don't think so. Having made videos, my students love them. Other faculty members have seen them and they like what they see, even to the point where the president of the college has seen them, and even the board of trustees have seen them, and they all encourage me to keep making more videos, and even more importantly, let's get them on YouTube so that it can spread even further than just the college alone. And so that's kind of like the goal that I've set for myself. I want to make Math Matters Academy so that it's like a course where you can take Math Matters Academy and get what you need to get you up to college level algebra. And you can do it without having to go to the college and do all that, because this is the stuff that you can place out of when you take your entrance tests and whatnot. So that's kind of the idea of where this all started from. Now, one of the things that I'm going to be doing, this is going to take some time. And at first I thought I would just make a bunch of videos, and when I get them all together, I'm going to put them on YouTube. I've been told not to do that, but instead get started and get developing a base. However, what I am going to do is I am going to start with what would be called beginning algebra. Beginning algebra is like Algebra 1 in high school. So we're kind of going to back up a little bit to the high school level, but technically this is actually a college course that I teach on a regular basis. And I just want to try to encourage you, if you're getting ready to go to college and you struggle with math, I know everybody can do math to at least a certain amount, and generally beginning algebra is something that everybody can do. And my goal is to help you to get to where you know enough algebra to maybe get into college algebra and skip all the developmental math. I don't care which college you go to or university, I'd be willing to bet if you look at their catalog, you will find a bunch of developmental math courses. If I can get through all of beginning algebra, it would be the same type of course that you would take at that college. And what I'm hoping for is by paying attention to Math Matters Academy, that you will not have to take beginning algebra as a developmental class in any college or university. That's my goal. I believe that you can do it if you want to do it. It's just a matter of you have to sit down and do the math. So that is what I'm trying to do. We are going to be putting up videos, and eventually we'll have a playlist that kind of runs you all the way through beginning algebra. Now, one other thing I just want to say that I've learned from doing other videos, I do videos in what are relatively short segments. In other words, probably anywhere from 5 to maybe 15 minutes. Sometimes I'll get into some that are a little bit longer, but what I've found is that if I go too long, I lose my students. So I do it by concepts. So if you already know a concept and you say, oh, I know how to multiply with signed numbers, negative numbers, then you can just skip over that one and go on to whatever the other is. If you have difficulties with a concept, then there's where you want to go. But hopefully they'll be short enough so they don't put you to sleep. So if you want to learn math, come on back to Math Matters Academy. We'll be heading out with the Pythagoras here in a little bit, and we'll start teaching beginning algebra. Thank you.